Early History of the Alphabet by Jennifer Ordonez and Tatiana Mirzayan.
Humans have used written mark for communication for centuries. The first writing systems were referred to as pictographs or ideographs. Early writing was connected to religion or magic. Only priests and their scribes could write and interpret the marks. Merchants used writing to record their transactions. Cuneiforms are the earliest known writing system. It was invented by the Sumerians of Mesopotamia around 3300 BC. Pictographs or ideographs have the advantage of allowing communication through all languages. Chinese is a modern example of ideographic writing systems. The disadvantage of pictographic writing is that large numbers of symbols must be learned for each idea. Egyptian hieroglyphics were developed in Egypt around 3200 BC. It included both pictures and marks that stood for symbols. It was a difficult system for writers because they had to learn a picture or a symbol for each idea. The first system in which all marks represented sounds was developed in Syria around 1500 BC. It was made up of 22 letters. 400 years later, the Phoenicians created a smooth substance from papyrus. The new substance allowed for the production of lines. Linear writing made it easier to develop unique letters. The Phoenician alphabet letters represented consonant sounds, but it did not include any vowels. The Greeks were the first to create an alphabet that included both consonant sounds and vowels, using the Phoenician alphabet as its base. It was made up of 24 letters. The Romans based their alphabet on the Greek alphabet. They added letters V, X, and Y to represent sounds in Latin. The alphabet used in the English language is based on the Roman alphabet. English language learners whose first language does not use the Roman alphabet need to learn the Roman system and symbols used in the English language.
In 1066, Normans conquered England, signaling the beginning of Middle English period that lasted from 1100s to the 1500s. The Norman scribes had a huge influence in the English language. They infused words and spelling from the French and Latin languages. For example, they replaced the CW with the QU, making the Old English Queen to the Middle English Queen. The Old English come in was written as come in Middle English. In Old English, the letter H represented two sounds, but in Middle English, they denoted the different sounds by adding a G in words like cough or laugh. Also during that period, U and V were interchangeable to represent either the vowel or consonant sound. Spelling continued to change throughout the period and even through the modern English period. In 1476, William Caxton established the first printing press. In the beginning, Caxton and early printers were not concerned with consistent spellings. It wasn't until several prominent reformers called for it. As more books were produced, consistent spelling became the norm. Due to all the changes over the years, many Anglo-Saxon words are derived from the Greek and Latin languages. However, many of the changes happened because of what the scribes believed the word originated from, creating a false etymology. For example, a B was added to the words debt and doubt to mirror the Latin words debitum and dubitare. And a C was added to scissors because of the Latin word scindere, meaning to cut. Due to books like Samuel Johnson's Dictionary of the English Language, published in 1755, conventional spellings of many words became established by the end of the 18th century. The English language has come a long way from the ancient pictures on the wall of a cave to complex usage in our classrooms and part of our everyday